the post-fight analysis. All right, you guys. So, Blair the Flair Cobb drops Adrian Broner and pretty much cruises to a unanimous decision. Now, I didn't agree with the judges' scorecards. I think one judge had it 9-3 in favor of Blair Cobb, and then two of them had it like maybe 6-4 in favor of Blair. Me myself, I thought that Blair Cobb like easily won that fight. I didn't think it was that close. I had Blair Cobb winning at least 8 rounds. But you never know. I don't judge fights, but I didn't think the fight was that close. I thought that Blair Cobb did great work mixing up his, lead left with, some nice body work, some jabs, some combinations. Now, he swung wild at times, and there was a few times where a more experienced boxer probably would have made Blair Cobb pay for that. But nevertheless, it was AB. The story with AB is just still the same old thing with AB. The man just refuses to let his hands go. So, he tries to pick his spots too much. He doesn't take risks. AB is just gun shy, and that's just the bottom line now with him. To be honest with you, you could say he still haven't recovered from the Maidana fight, and that was many moons ago. But that's how it is sometimes, sometimes you just don't recover from certain fights. And that just basically may be the case with Adrian Broner. So, But nevertheless, the question is, what happens with Adrian Broner now? Should he call it a career? Should he, Should he just be like, okay, I've done all I could. I've given boxing my all. Maybe it's time to walk away. I mean, Adrian Broner, he doesn't have anything to prove. He's a 4-time champion. Why are you calling Blair Cobb iced tea, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hold on. Wipe this off a little bit. Nevertheless, yeah. So I just think AB, I don't know. I'm not going to tell him to consider retirement, but I'll give Adrian Broner credit. In all 5 of his losses, he's never been stopped. And I knew it was going to be a problem due to the fact, like I said, AB made a crucial mistake. He let Blair Cobb get in his head, and I knew that was gonna cost him probably the fight, because he was sitting up there worried about something that he shouldn't have been worried about. Blair Cobb won the fight outside of the ring, the mental game, and he won the fight inside the ring. And for the most part, Blair the Flair Cobb fought a solid fight by his standards. Do I think Blair the Flair Cobb would be able to compete with some of the more upper echelons of welterweights? Nah, absolutely not. But he is where he is. Some guys, you just keep them fighting. You just put them, you put them in the ring with competition that to their level. Do I think Blair the Flair Cobb would ever be like a real world champion? But then again, the WBC is such a joke right now. You never know. But man, AB, Man, wow. But I give AB credit. Nobody has been able to stop him. He's been dropped before, but he hasn't been stopped. I do think there were a couple of shots that AB threw that bothered Blair Cobb. I don't know if he was like hurt, but he was bothered by a few shots. But AB, he never could just get going. Every time he would try to get going, he may throw a solid like short hook, may throw an uppercut here and there, may throw a body shot. He wouldn't let his hands go, wouldn't hardly throw combinations. He fought in the high guard stand for most of the fight, just looking to counter. And that's the thing with AB. If you bring the fight to AB, a lot of times AB isn't going to want to fight. He looks to counter you and try to score. I just don't see AB how he was like over 10 years ago. AB is just gun shy. You know, he talks like he has a loaded gun and ready to pull the trigger, but he never does. You know, it's funny. He talks about how he didn't pull the trigger, you know, outside of the ring. He sure can't pull the trigger in the ring. So you just have to be like, man, what is going on with this dude? You start to wonder, okay, what's next for this dude? What's out there for Adrian Broner? And for what I see, he didn't do a post-fight press conference. He didn't do a post-fight press conference. He pretty much, you know, walked out of the ring after the fight was over. And it was kind of cool to see Rick Ross there. You know, Rick Ross probably did that as a favor, you know, walk Adrian Broner to the ring. He probably did that. He probably didn't even charge AB. I mean, he got to see a free fight, so he probably was like, you know, no sweat, AB. You know, so. Well, I mean, that's Mauricio Sullivan for you. At the end of the day, I got a video. I'm gonna cook the WBC because I think that, you know, me myself, I think that Bill and Devin, they should have a ceremony and they should throw that WBC belt in the garbage can, or they should take it to the shooting range. They should take it to the shooting range and they should just, like, you know what I'm saying, just put holes in it because it ain't worth about nothing. At the end of the day, they're clearly trying to show favoritism and trying to show Ryan Garcia blatant favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic nepotism. So, you know, I mean, but it is what it is. The WBC is a complete joke now. They want to make up all these, you know, divisions, talking about a Bridgerweight and all this kind of stuff. I mean, just they making up all these goofy belts, talking about what was that belt? Blair won the free. I don't know. I forgot what it was called. I don't know, the Nickelodeon belt or something like that. I don't even remember what. You know. Yeah, that's. So, I don't even know what that title was. I sure wish I would have been able to send somebody there, because I sure would have told them to jam Mauricio Sullivan up, because I got to jam Mauricio Sullivan up. I don't know when it's the next fight he's going to be at. I don't know what's the next WBC event he's going to be at, because in all likelihood he won't be at Tank versus Frank Martin. I doubt highly unlikely he'll be at that fight. I got to see what's the next WBC event. But I am going to catch him and jam him up about the favoritism that they're showing towards Ryan Garcia. Now all of a sudden they want to be allowed to let people, you know, basically use Austrian to cheat. And that's all they coming up with, trying to come up with a way, oh, mate, you know, maybe if you have certain levels. Nah, see what it is, they just want these Hispanic fighters to be able to have an edge. And Brian Garcia, like Brian Garcia now got a new lie. I mean, is there no levels this dude will stoop to just to like save his ass? And the people that continue to support him, they just look worse and worse. They look worse and worse to people that just continue to cap for Brian Garcia because he makes them look like the morons that they really is. Man is all over. The man is all over the place. First, he didn't take PEDs. Then it accidentally got there. Then he said it was the devil. Now he's saying it's Jesus. Like I said, Brian Garcia is doing anything. Hey, listen, don't be surprised if Brian Garcia start talking about he gonna off himself. He's willing to go to any means to try to get, you know what I'm saying, to get people to feel sorry for him. I've never seen this in my life where the cheater has been made out to be the victim. Brian Garcia, he'll come up with another publicity stunt. He may sit up there and hold a pistol. Probably ain't even gonna be real. He gonna do just like Vince Young, you know, sitting in the car with an unloaded gun talking about he want to take his life. So, I mean, oh yeah. Well, I won't be covering that fight. Kobe will be covering that fight. I won't be, but, you know, me and him will speak about it. I'm definitely going to send him there to jam Mauricio Sullivan up. And we all know Kobe will do it. Because he need to be jammed. Up. So, and when you think of where AB is now versus where he was just about 8 years ago, this is a dude that was fighting in arenas selling 14, 15, 16,000 tickets. Now he then became a ballroom fighter. Now he's a ballroom fighter. Fighting in front of 1,400 people now. Crazy. That was an explanation point right there on AB's career. He talked all that super nigga stuff and ended up losing and getting beat decisively. I mean, he lost decisively. Like I said before, I couldn't give Adrian Broner no more than 10 rounds. I gave him the last 2 rounds. I gave him the last 2 rounds. But I thought Blair the Flair was in complete cruise control. He was beating AB to the punch every time. He just was outboxing him. He had an answer for everything AB came with. Do I think that he started to get a little fatigued the last couple of rounds? Yeah. I mean, it's boxing. Keep in mind, I think that was Blair the Flair Cobb's first fight in 2 years? It could be. I think that was Blair the Flair Cobb's first fight in maybe 2 years. So that's a long time to be out of the ring, but you know, he still fought effectively and he got the W. And that's what it was all about. Anybody that's seen that fight, it wasn't a hard fight to score. Blair the Flair Cobb, he wanted it more. You know, he wanted it more. So the next step is, what does AB do now? What is he gonna do? And here's the thing, I'm going light on AB. There's gonna be people tomorrow, they gonna go in on AB. They're gonna say he talked all that gangster stuff and still got whooped. So I guess his shooters didn't affect Blair Cobb one way, shape, or form. Blair the Flair Cobb won the mental battle. and he won the physical battle. Now I hope he put that puppet for sale. I hope he put the puppet up for sale, because I'ma hit Blair the Flair Cobb on Instagram. Y'all hit Blair the Flair Cobb up on Instagram and ask him if that puppet for sale. So for real, I'll pay up to 300 for it. I'll pay up to 300 for it. I don't know. I don't know. He may go back. He may end up going to take his prize money, going to get a break. I hope not. To be honest with you, there's not a big fight out there for him, because he was going to get the fight. I mean, like right about now, if you fight Adrian Broner, you ain't going to get no credit for it. It's a good win for Blair the Flair Cobb by his standards to have somebody like AB. I do think AB is still a Hall of Fame fighter, but I just think now, even if he does get some more fights, I think he's officially on gatekeeper status. And I think that's, and the thing is with AB, you wonder what he really is. Is he really a welterweight? Is he a junior welterweight? Due to the fact that he just don't seem to have it at welterweight. Even though he's tried to fight at welterweight, he what you call a stocky, small fighter. Even though he balloons up, he doesn't seem to fight very well once he gets past 145. And when he tries to fight at, I mean, AB is like 34, 35, but at this point, who would fight him? Like, what I'm saying is, there's not a what you would call a marquee fight out there for him. You think about it, you guys. He's resorted to fighting on, he ain't even fighting on the app. He was fighting on, I mean, he was fighting on a website. Yeah, AB is probably gatekeeper status. And I don't like to say that about AB, because at one time, I really think that AB had the potential. I really thought that AB had the potential to become like a serious pound-for-pound fighter when I first seen him. But AB didn't have the discipline. He couldn't control himself. He didn't have a work ethic, because he had his mind in other places. He wanted to be a rapper. Then he said he wanted to be, he wanted to be in the streets and all that kind of stuff. So he wasn't 100%, committed to boxing. And now you see the end result. And AB went all in on boxing. I think AB would have been an all-time great. But then I think to a certain degree, I think one, he got rushed into that Maidana fight. I don't think he was ready for that fight. And it came too soon for him. And you have to just say it, AB never recovered from that Maidana fight. And that's unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even see what kind of shoes he had on. Well, if he turned down $40 million, we all know who talked him out of it. He put 500 on AB. Look, I could have told you that if you would have asked who I thought was going to win, I would have told you that I think Blair the Flair Cobb was going to beat Adrian Broner. This shouldn't even be I'm not surprised that Blair the Flair Cobb won this fight. Well, if he couldn't have, well, that's not a good look there if he didn't even have on no boxing, no boxing shoes. I didn't even really look. I didn't even really look at I didn't even look at his shoes. I was just watching the fight. I was watching the fight, but I wasn't that deep into it. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder. I'm pretty sure Bill is gonna have something to say. I'm pretty sure Bill. Well, I'm pretty sure Bill will have something elaborate to say in regards to this fight if he hasn't already posted something. I'm pretty sure you'll hear from Bill like later on tonight or sometime in the morning. It'll be on YouTube by the morning or Instagram. But let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all think AB should just call it a career? I think AB would be a good announcer if AB could just like watch his mouth. The problem is with AB, you know, you just have to wonder what's going to come out of his mouth. If he can maintain himself and if he can control himself, I think he got a career in announcing. I think he should try to see, can he do a podcast or something like that? Nah, that's not even going to help Devin Haney, because Devin Haney got detractors and haters already. At the end of the day, if he took a fight like that, people would attack him, they would come after him. I mean, they already find, you know what I'm saying, they already find excuse to attack Devin Haney. I've never seen somebody have this much hatred and vitriol for him, not only by people outside of his community, but people from his community. I don't understand, and I think it's despicable. And I just want to say to all you people that just be hating on Devin Haney for no reason, motherfuck every last one of you, your crew, and whoever down with you. Real talk. I mean, how old is AB? What, 35? Haney, oh, here we go. Well, it's always one, but thanks for the view though. Thanks for making me some money. So, man, people love coming on here trolling, wasting their time. Oh my God. I don't think Regis is out of contention. You know, he lost to Devin Haney. Rolly, here's the thing. Rolly is still with Al Heyman. Al Heyman and Adrian Broner got bad blood. So I don't think that Al Heyman would give Adrian Broner Rolly. And then Bob Arum says he doesn't want Adrian Broner because he says he's too disrespectful. Now, would Eddie Hearn take him? Oscar already had him. Would he bring him back? Oh man, I don't be worried about these dudes. These dudes want to waste their time saying something stupid just to get blocked. What are you wasting your time on? So you want to say something stupid just to get blocked? Well, like I said, I don't think Regis only has 2 losses. He only has 2 losses. And the Josh Taylor fight, boy, talk about somebody that fell off. I mean, Josh Taylor, I mean, I'm talking about when it went, it looked like it's going. Because he got beat up by Catterall. But Jack Catterall, that's my dude, though. That's my dude. Well, I don't think. Listen, I don't think Eddie Hearn would. I don't think he needs the services of Adrian Broner. What would he do? Just feed Adrian Broner the boots? I guarantee you, Adrian Broner don't go the distance in that fight. So that's what I'm saying. What is that? What is out there for Adrian Broner? Like I said, Eddie Hearn is not going to feed him the boots. Like, he's food for boots. That fight ain't even like, and I don't even want to see AB get beat up like that. I don't want to see AB get beat up like that, because that Boots will massacre Adrian Broner, and so and he would do the same to Blair Cobb too. Boots would massacre both of them. He might, to be honest with you, Boots might could beat Adrian Broner and Blair Cobb on the same night. I don't want to see AB get beat down like that. That'll be a merciless beat down. That fight ain't even going 4 rounds. Boots will make AB open up just so he can crack him on the side of his head. Boots will be hitting AB with hard body shot. He'll just be too much for. It'll be one of them fights where Boots would get criticized. People be like, dude, why the hell did you waste your time with this fight? So I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening, but I'm really trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to like think what is out there for Adrian Broner, because like I said before, a lot of other promotional companies don't want to work with him. You know, Bob Arum said he would never. He said he'll never work with Adrian Broner. He said he too disrespectful. Then, you know, he didn't feel out of favor with Al Heyman. Al Heyman not gonna do Adrian Broner a favor by like letting him fight somebody like Rolly. Devin wins that fight. I guess it's safe to say I'll talk to Bill. I talked to Bill a few days ago. We had a conference call, me, Bill, and somebody else. It's up to him to say who the other guy was, but Bill already told me that in all likelihood, after this business gets settled with Ryan Garcia, that Devin's next fight is going to be in the Bay Area. So Devin will be fighting in the Bay Area again. He may probably be fighting at the Chase Center again, and there's the option of the Oracle Arena as well. So I already, like I said, I'll be knowing what's going on before I even, you know, I just have to make sure it's cool. I don't even think Black Prime exists. He won't be fighting either one of those guys, because they're not gonna, like I told you, Bob Arum is not gonna do business with Adrian Broner, and neither is the PBC. So don't see it happening. I suggested that Devin should consider somebody like Jose Ramirez. I think, and Jose Ramirez is my guy because he made sure that I got credentialed for his last fight, because me and Jose is pretty cool. Appreciate that, Jose. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. But I have to say this, and I'm honest. I think Jose Ramirez is right. He's right. You know what I'm saying? Right for the picking. I mean, he won his last fight, but man, it was just some of them shots that he took. Like, he froze it. Like, I'm like, and Jose Ramirez did been in a lot of wars. But Bill told me, you know, they're gonna be the A side whatever fight they're in. So I mean, if they willing to get Jose Ramirez to be willing to come to fight like in the Bay Area, which I think, I mean, the Fresno is like 2.5 hours from the Bay Area. Fresno is in Central California, so it take a minute to get there. It does take a minute to get there, but Jose Ramirez, for the most part, he usually doesn't fight outside of Fresno. He rarely fights outside of Fresno because Jose Ramirez, every time he fights, he sells like 12, 13, 14,000. That his last fight had like 13,000 people there. And there's no way that Devin Nam is going to get on the road and go to Fresno and fight him. They should, but I understand. If he willing to come like to the Bay Area, I mean, if Golden, but then again, I don't know if they willing to do business with Golden Boy right now because of what happened with the Ryan Garcia situation. Jose Ramirez is no longer a top-ranked fighter. He's a Golden Boy fighter. I was, to be honest with you, I was actually shocked that I got credentialed for that fight. Because I never had applied for a Golden Boy fight ever in my life. And then I had pretty much all access. I had all access except the locker room. And that was my first time ever. But, you know, shout out to Jose Ramirez, though. Yeah, he did get wrecked against Teofimo, and then he got his ass beat by Jack Catterall. But Jose Ramirez is an option. Jack Catterall is he's on. He could be in the plans. Sandor Martin, the thing is with him, Sandor Martin is a very crafty fighter. The dude knows how to keep himself in fights. He can make, he just knows how to fight. And he can make, he just can cause you problems. He's a very crafty fighter. I believe that he is going to pose some problems for Devin. That could be another one of those close, controversial fights. Ryan Garcia ain't remotely the face of boxing. He might be the face of Facebook or the face of social media, but he is not the face of boxing. Ryan Garcia's last fight before Devin Haney didn't sell nothing. When he fought in Houston, there was hardly nobody there. So that's all that's going on, is just the politics. But anyway, you guys, I'm about to head home. Got an hour to go before I get home, but appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support. It's your boy Tam. I'm out.